we leave tomorrow. I've got so much to do today. We're gonna start with the laundry, and then I'm gonna clean up the inside of here. I wanna try and get some yoga in. I have to go grocery shopping. I have a couple other errands to run. It's gonna be a busy day, and tomorrow we hit the road and we're headed for northern BC. It begins. I just gotta say, here we go again. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you.
Okay.
Part of me wants to say, oh, I forgot Reggie's dish yet. Whoops. Reggie's dish in our mat. Hang on, we gotta try this again. Okay, let's close this door. Lock it. And I'm gonna put the stairs up, which I think I need 2 hands for. Trailer looks like it's ready to go. Looks like clear underneath. Brent wants to leave the blocks underneath the trailer there. All our extra junk we don't need.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, you have a left signal. Right signal. 4 ways, check. Brake lights, check. We're good.
Okay. Just have to go ask that person down the road to move their little VW because it's sitting in the middle of the road.
You ready to go, Riggs? Oh, Joey. You're too cute for words, dog. And you know it. Thank you. So here we are again. Heading out Highway 1 and heading towards Fraser Canyon. So here we go again. My. No?
No.
No. How about on the road again?
There you go.
Okay.
Around and listen to a little bit of Willie.
Oh, Willie knows. I watched Mamma Mia not too long ago, so it's still with me. Heading up the Fraser Canyon, we're looking at spending the first night in 100 Mile. Oh, and this trip, we have not made any reservations. None. Some of the places we did phone and check out, they said, oh, we got lots of room. Let's face it, it's September. And we're going north in BC. And we're going all the way up to the Yukon. So there's not a whole lot of people camping up in the Yukon in northern BC these days. Their kids are back in school. And anyone who's a little bit older is probably looking and waiting to see if they can go south for the winter. Find yourselves back in Hope. So we just topped up tanks, filled part of a jerry can, and we're headed up into the canyon. They snuck by you, did they, Riggs?
I put the window up before she got to it.
No, she saw it. She just didn't have time to react. So we're gonna follow the Fraser River for a little ways. Most of the way up to the canyon. At some point it just veers off to the west of where we're going to be driving. So anyways, here we go.
China Bar, Yale,
something to do with the bridge we walked on.
The bridge we walked on.
Really close to here.
Everything's really close to here. Okay, you name the other four.
Yale, Saddle Rock, Alexandra, Hell's Gate, and Ferriby.
Yeah, it's nice to have a cheat sheet on your lap, isn't it?
When we went through here last year, I wrote them all down, and I happened to spot it in the little notebook that we keep in the in the console. So.
And I don't know if it matters or not, but when I used to drive down here with my kids, some people usually have superstitions about when you cross railway tracks, you lift your feet or something like that.
Or you hold your breath.
Yeah, my thing for going through the tunnels was yell as loud and as long as you can. So it helped burn off energy that the kids were building up over a long trip. And they like to just cut loose too, so that was always fun. I always loved going through tunnels.
Well, I remember driving it through here with someone, and their thing was scream all the way through the tunnel.
Yeah, scream all the way through tunnel, hold your breath over the bridges, lift your feet over railway tracks, all kinds of little things like that to keep you occupied.
Okay, one of the cameras was just making noise, and I think it was the old GoPro. It's supposed to be watching the, it's supposed to be on time lapse, so
okay.
I'll deal with that.
Memory bar.
Yes, it is, where we stayed 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was actually our first trip. That was on our maiden voyage.
Yeah, that's when we went up to Salmon Arm and went.
Now look at the size of the park. They've probably doubled or tripled the size of the park.
Yeah.
They've got to have room for a couple of hundred rigs in there now.
They look like they're pretty full too. I'm thinking they were full time too, for the most part.
A lot of them were full timers, yes. And they actually have a gravel pit at one end of the property. And that's where the other entrance is, or exit, whatever you like.
What was I just going to say? Oh. So our original GoPro had a little mishap yesterday. It's a Hero 7, and it doesn't have the removable battery, so you have to open the little door where the SD card goes and plug in the camera. Well, last night, I guess it got bumped or something sitting on the counter, and the little door came off. Brent and I both tried to put it back on, and we just have to be more awake and maybe a little more patient to put it back on. But it seems to be working okay without that little door. I'm pretty sure the SD card's in there. I just have to make sure that no moisture gets in there. So it seems to be doing its job now. I guess I didn't turn it on properly. So everything is still luscious green. Well, we get a little bit of fall colors coming through, but as we head north, I think the fall colors are going to be more and more obvious. I was going to try
a little more vibrant.
Yeah.
We'll see more oranges and reds. Right now it's just the yellows and greens.
Yeah. early in September.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we might come across the some of the forest fire evidence along the way.
Remnants.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely will because we're going through Lytton. Lytton was devastated by the forest fires. The suspicion is that a train had a fire on it, and that's what caught.
The brakes caught on fire on one of the CN trains.
Yeah.
But they won't admit it.
No, of course not. Time will tell. They'll do their investigation and find out that people were not blind. Actually, there was video footage on that too, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think someone had pictures of it. I don't know about video. If they had video footage, yeah, that'd be an open case.
Over on the side of the road. There's a bit of a rest area here. There's one picnic table being used by someone else. That's fine. We don't need a picnic table. And we're just going to put together some sandwiches, and I'm going to let Wrigley stretch her legs. Maybe we'll see if we can get down near that water so she can grab herself a drink. If not, I'm throwing a water bottle inside of her water bowl. Okay, let's go for a little stroll and we'll show you around this little spot. Just between Cache Creek and Clinton. This is where we are. We're in the South Caribou. We are at 6 Mile Lake. There is another sign, but somebody decided to vandalize it and write all over it, so we're just not going there. I think I need to tie my hair back now. So we're just passing through, or just passed through 100 Mile. We're technically still in the town limits. And we're heading to a RV park called Big Country out towards Lac La Hache. So we tried phoning there to see if they had space for us. They didn't answer their phone, so we're just gonna show up and see what happens. The first for everything, eh, babe?
Yeah, well, we're not doing any reservations on this entire trip. We're gonna just wing it and see how it goes. And, yeah, well, let the chips fall where they may.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of this, Wrigley? Oh, what do you think? Huh? Mom was further away. We could see that your tail was wagging. What do you think, Briggs? Hmm? Are you pretty,
It's okay.
are you a pretty chill dog?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. We'll go for a walk in a little bit?
A walk? I like walks.
No. Mom might not even put your leash on. What do you think?
Works for me.
Okay, you sweet girl. We're here, just outside of Lac La Hache, at the Big Country RV Parks. And we are allowed to have a fire tonight. That was woven into the fabric.
Yes, it was.
I felt it come out. Let's sort of reflect a little bit of our first day of our trip, Brent.
It was very nice. Mm-hmm. The truck behaved great. The trailer behaved great.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature on the road was not hot. We were sitting roughly 21 Celsius the entire day. Mm-hmm. And every time I stopped to check the tires, they were warm, but not hot.
Oh, good. So we came up through the Fraser Canyon, as I alluded to earlier in another clip. And we went through Lytton. And just some thoughts on that. You could smell the smoke still in the air.
Yeah.
Everything was black. And it was basically down the hill from the highway. So you didn't get a full view of the town.
Directly from the highway, you could not see the town. Or you could see parts of it, a few buildings here and there. But the main part of the town you could not see.
The part that's torched. And they've got it all fenced off.
Yeah, right along the side of the highway, on the westbound lanes, there's a large fence on top of the barricades, and they've got an entire lane pyloned off, so they don't want people parking there and becoming looky-loos, and yeah, that would just be
Wrong.
a little morbid, I guess you could say.
It's just wrong.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have to do that people have enough common sense that it's really none of our business. We're just curious. One of the campsites, the provincial campsite that is on the opposite side of the highway and down the road a little ways from where the main fire was, even that was torched. And then there's little pockets here and there that you can see where there's been fire or there's been
well, the entire area was devastated.
Yeah. So, I mean, we heard about it when it happened at the end of June. And then, but to actually, you know that the town was destroyed, but to actually drive by it and sort of just see, and then at the furthest part away from Vancouver, say.
Yeah, one of the entrances to Lytton was barricaded off by a couple of trucks.
Yeah, and then just beyond that was a fenced-in parking lot which said Lytton RV Park or something like that, and there was just all burnt vehicles like stacked up inside this fenced-off area, and it just kind of makes you realize that this was just the weirdest, most disastrous thing that could happen to a single town. It just insane. Anyways, moving on from that, throughout our trip up through the canyon and along the Thompson, there was little spots here and there through to about Ashcroft, I think.
Yeah. All the way up to past Benson's Bridge, right to Ashcroft, yes.
There's little spots here and there where there had been forest fires, and we'd heard about them on the news, and people have been evacuated, but I think a lot of it's probably further off
further back, yes, absolutely.
Off the highway. So, anyways, that's really horrible, and it was a really bad forest fire season here in British Columbia. We're gonna go north from here, and so tomorrow we're staying just outside of Prince George.
We will be on the south side of Prince George. I've got a buddy there, Randy and Sandy, and they have bought a small property outside. I believe it's about 15 minutes south of Prince George, and yeah, we're gonna stay with them and catch up on old times.
Sweet. We're always staying one night on the way up.
On the way up, we're staying one night. On the way back,
we'll see.
Yet to be determined.
We'll play it by ear. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning when we head out of here and continue our journey north to Prince George. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is where we stayed last night. Big Country RV Park.
Just about 5 miles south of Lac La Hache. Beautiful British Columbia.
And it's a nice camp RV park. It's got 30 amp power.
Yeah, it does have 50 amp if you want to pay the extra, I don't know, $3, $4, $5, whatever it is. They have 50, 30, and 20 amp receptacles on every site. And the 50 is locked out unless you pay the extra to get a little key.
Oh, okay. Well, and I noticed that even behind us, we're sort of in the last site in the park, furthest away from the office. And there's actually some more.
There are a couple of pedestals, but the grass over there is about 4 feet tall, and there's actually a couple of rotten logs that are blocking that part of the park off. So
they're not ready to use that yet.
Yeah, in the process of being built.
Yeah, work in progress.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll just pan around. We're gonna take a little walk. It says hike to the top.
Yeah, it says a walk to the top, and we're guessing it's this small hill behind us, probably a couple 100 feet elevation.
So we'll switch over to the GoPro and probably put you on time lapse when we get around to it. So I'm just gonna pan around here. So here we are. Good morning, Wrigley.
This is site 24, by the way, and it's the, he says it's the largest one. They're all fairly large.
Yeah. So over there you can see there's some picnic tables stacked up that they aren't using. This park will be closing down at the end of the month. So the end of September. So, and there's our neighbors, a couple sites over. Wrigley will taste the bear's way.
I wouldn't even be able to get into that dump station. It'd be very tight. Hike to the top. No bikes past this point.
Okay. Wrigley, come on. Wrigley. Oh, I'm at the wrong spot. Wrigley. No, you can't go that way. Come here. We're gonna go this way. No, come on.
There's a squirrel over there.
Wrigley, come here. Okay, she's being difficult.
Hey, go see Mom.
Come on. Let's go. Down the trail.
Come on, Wrigley.
Wrigley, let's go. Down the trail with Dad. There we go. Well, it's kind of overgrown. All right, let's see where this takes us. I'm glad I wore my...
Power and water down here.
Oh. Okie doke. Definitely tenting and walking. Well, I went to the top. It's awesome up here. Brent gave up down there, and I, of course, took the steepest route. That was hard. I'm gonna go down a different way because I can't go straight down like that again. I'm gonna pan around, and you can see the highway and its glory from up here. So down there's the highway and a few buildings. Not sure what that is. And pan around. There's the office building for our site, our trailer. Is right. Where's my finger? There. So we're the furthest white top from here. Okay. Bring this back in. There's somebody's residence down there. And then the highway we're going to follow all the way up the valley. Okay. We're gonna go down, but I'm gonna follow this fence line. There seems to be a bit of a path. I'm thinking from deer or something that may have followed it. And I think this is just a bit of a safer route than going straight down there to where Brent is. So I'm gonna go around and about so that I don't hurt myself or end up rolling down the hill. See where Wrigley is? I came up right past that tree. So it's a bit of a steep climb. I think I see some hooves here. Might have been some deer. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, there's a, right beside my foot, there's a hoof print. So deer. I don't think it's much bigger than a deer. I'm going really slow because if I get too much, I'm just in such bad shape that if I go too fast and get carried away, I'm just gonna fall on my butt. So Wrigley did a rather strange thing last night and this morning. She did not want to get back in the trailer. Brent was outside doing some stuff and didn't really have time to watch her, and he already put her cable away. She just wanted to be outside. And last night I had to drag her in. I was like, no, it's time to go in. And she was just not having any part of it. I don't know, crazy dog. She's really enjoying the outsider. I'm not sure if it's... She's still sad. I mean, she comes in the trailer and reminds her that Maddie's not with us. So I'm not sure if that's part of it or she's just being ornery. Yes, this is the world's slowest walk downhill. I'm not going to go through that mess of stuff again because it was rather awkward. This is a good path. Come on, Wrigley. Please don't run me over. Here we go. Come on, this way, Wrigley. And we're back into the little skinny, not very well groomed or taken care of trail.
Yeah, any one of these sites would have been fun.
Yeah. These so for these ones that don't have like, what is that? Just a 20 amp or what is that? 15?
Probably just 20, possibly a 30.
It was just a little tiny plug-in. It wasn't one of these big boxes.
Well, this one would have been good.
Does it have a pedestal?
No, we'd have to come from the other direction. Yeah, these are all the larger sites here.
Oh. Somebody needed a drink after going on our little adventure. Okay, I need to change my shoes. We need to do the light check and that's it.
Yep.
We're out of here.
As you see me doing up my belt.
Yeah. Oh.
I just took my knife off.
Oh, good. Wrigley, when Mom changes her shoes, you want to have a little bit to eat? Don't you start that nonsense. You're just a weird dog. She has to, like, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's trying to put some of the ground into her bowl.
Can anybody explain that behavior? That's so weird.
Are you going to eat some of that or are you just going to play with it? Oh, I'm going to have another drink. Okay, Mom needs to change her shoes.
Change your shoes, please.
So,
Have you changed your shoes yet?
no, I just want to say that's all we want to share with you this week.
Well, give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now. Good morning.
Morning.
Turn the radio off, please. Do that again. When you're done chewing, I'll send it over your way. Okay, apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's try that again.